Think the Dacia Duster is cheap to own? One simple mistake could turn that bargain SUV into a repair bill worth thousands. Welcome back to Supercar. Today we're exposing 5 common Dacia Duster mistakes that can quietly damage your vehicle and drain your wallet. The Duster is famous for affordable running costs, practical design, and genuine off-road ability, but make the wrong move, and those savings can disappear fast. So before you make one of these costly mistakes, let's find out exactly what to avoid. What if the most expensive Dacia Duster mistake happens before you even turn the key? Most owners assume a simple SUV needs little attention, but that mindset can turn small oversights into massive repair bills. Whether you own a Duster or you're buying one used, knowing its key weak points can save you thousands. And stay until number 1, because it's a subtle mechanical problem that many owners ignore until serious engine damage has already been done. Think your diesel Duster is saving you money? It could actually cost you thousands. The first major mistake is buying the 1.5 DCI diesel for short city trips. Constant stop-and-go driving can clog the DPF and trigger limp mode, warning lights, and expensive repairs. A failed DPF or AdBlue system can easily cost $600 to over $2,500, wiping out your fuel savings in an instant. So how do you avoid turning your diesel Duster into a 4-figure repair bill? If you mainly drive short city trips, skip the diesel and choose a petrol engine like the 1.0 TCE or 1.3 TCE. Petrol engines warm up faster and are better suited to urban driving. Already own the diesel? Take it on a 30-minute motorway run every couple of weeks to help the DPF regenerate and prevent costly carbon buildup. What if the biggest threat to your Duster is hiding underneath it? The second costly mistake is ignoring rust and underbody corrosion. Older Dusters, especially first generation and early Mark II models, can develop rust around the sills, wheel arches, rear S. How can 20 minutes today save you thousands tomorrow? Prevent rust before it becomes a structural nightmare. Check the wheel arches, door bottoms, and underbody twice a year, especially before and after winter. Wash away salt and mud. Then consider a professional wax or lanolin-based anti-corrosion treatment to keep moisture away and protect your Duster's value. Think 4WD means you can ignore the drivetrain? Think again. The third costly mistake is neglecting the transfer case and rear differential. Many Duster owners treat them as maintenance-free, but old or contaminated oil can cause excessive friction, whining noises, bearing damage, and eventually a failed differential or transfer case. Regular fluid checks and changes can prevent a very expensive repair. What warning sign tells you your Duster's 4WD system is about to fail? A faint rear axle hum, whining under acceleration, or unusual highway vibration could signal serious drivetrain wear. A failed transfer case or rear differential can cost over $1,000, but prevention is cheap. Change the fluid in both units every 30,000, 40,000 miles, or sooner after heavy towing, deep water, or mud. A small fluid service bill could save you from a massive repair. Are you forcing your Duster into gear and assuming it's just a minor quirk? Think again. The fourth costly mistake is ignoring early clutch and transmission warning signs. Stiff gear changes, grinding, a heavy clutch pedal, or shuddering when pulling away can all point to serious wear. Ignore them long enough, and a simple clutch replacement can turn into a full gearbox repair. What seems like a harmless budget car quirk could end up costing you thousands. Why pay thousands for a complete gearbox overhaul when a quick fix could solve the problem instantly? If you notice that selecting first or reverse gear feels tight, or if the engine revs rise without the car accelerating properly, you need to address it immediately. Replacing a worn clutch kit early costs a fraction of what you will pay if a disintegrated clutch damages the flywheel or input shaft. Furthermore, replacing your manual gearbox oil every 50,000 miles can instantly smooth out rough shifting and protect delicate internal components from friction wear. Taking action at the very first sign of stiffness or slippage keeps your repair costs minimal and prevents you from getting stranded on the side of the road. Could a tiny $5 fuse or sensor failure really end up warping your entire engine block? The fifth and final major Mistake is dismissing minor electrical glitches and cooling system warnings as harmless quirks. The Dacia Duster's electrical harness and cooling components can occasionally develop gremlins, ranging from false dashboard, warning lights to faulty cooling fan relays, and sticking thermostats, a very common issue on older Dusters is the engine, cooling fan fuse blowing, or the thermostat sticking in the closed position. If you ignore a temperature, gauge spike in heavy traffic, or brush off a warning light, thinking it is just a sensor glitch, your engine can overheat in a matter of minutes. Overheating causes blown head gaskets, warped cylinder heads, and total engine failure, resulting in repair costs that easily exceed £2,000 to £3,000. What simple routine check can guarantee your engine never cooks itself in traffic? Never assume an electrical warning light or temperature spike is harmless, no matter how minor it seems. Get a basic diagnostic scanner to quickly read error codes whenever a light appears on your dashboard, allowing you to catch sensor or wiring issues before they cause damage. Regularly inspect your coolant level, check for leaks around hoses and the water pump, and make sure your radiator cooling fan turns on when the engine reaches operating temperature. Replacing a cheap thermostat, fan relay, or water pump during routine maintenance is quick and inexpensive, and it is the single best insurance policy against catastrophic engine damage. Armed with this knowledge, you are now completely equipped to drive your Dacia Duster with ultimate confidence and keep thousands in your bank account. The Dacia Duster remains one of the smartest, most practical vehicle buys on the market today, provided you treat it with the care and attention it deserves. By avoiding these 5 critical mistakes, choosing the right engine for your driving style, protecting against rust, servicing your 4x4 drivetrain, listening to your transmission, and taking cooling system warnings seriously, you will enjoy hundreds of thousands of trouble-free miles. Which of these mistakes surprised you the most? Or have you experienced any of them with your own Duster? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, give it a big thumbs up, share it with fellow drivers, and do not forget to hit that subscribe button for more essential car guides, buying tips, and deep dives here on Supercar. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.